Are you overwhelmed with the sheer amount of products required for furniture refinishing these days? What if I told you that there was a single product which could replace many of the products on your shelves, is cost effective, and actually can speed up your refinishing process? Today I'm going to introduce you to de-waxed wood shellac. Now, de-waxed wood shellac is not just a finish, it is a multifunctional powerhouse. This product can revolutionize the way that you refinish furniture. Hi there, I'm Sarah from Bold Wallflowers Furniture Refinishing. It's your go-to place for tips, tricks, and furniture refinishing techniques. If you love transforming old furniture into stunning pieces, then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to share with you de-waxed wood shellac and the multiple ways that I use this product in my furniture refinishing process. There is probably not a single piece which passes through my workspace without getting a coat of shellac on, for one of multiple reasons. So let's start with a little history today. Did you know that wood shellac is a centuries-old product? Wood shellac comes from the lac bug, which is predominantly in Thailand and India. It is from the secretion of the bug and it's then processed to create a shellac flake, which you would be more familiar with. The shellac flakes can be added to alcohol where they will dissolve and create a natural resin product which you can apply directly onto wood. While shellac has been used for centuries as a wood finishing product, it has also been used for dyes and in the food industry. Despite being a centuries-old product, shellac is still very relevant in today's woodworking and furniture refinishing. Let's discuss the ways that you can implement shellac in your refinishing process. So one of the standout features of shellac is its use as a primer. Shellac adheres to almost any type of surface, including glossy old finishes, upon which further than you could paint or even stain. Now, it's especially useful when dealing with tricky wood surfaces high in tannins, such as your mahogany or the knots in pine wood furniture. Shellac will seal in the tannins, which will stop any bleed through from occurring in your finish that you do put on top, such as your paint. I have in my home a pine dresser, which I had painted using a water-based primer. Unfortunately, the primer did not live up to expectations, and now going on almost 5 years later, the knots have become very visible through the paint coat on top. Had I used a shellac primer at the time, I would not now be looking at needing to refinish this piece again. Luckily, the piece is in my own personal home. Had it been for a client, that could have been disastrous to have one of your pieces bleed through slowly over time. Bleed through does not always occur right away, so it's always important to go with a very durable primer, such as a shellac primer. So in addition to blocking tannins, shellac is also good at locking in odors. Now, we've all had a piece of furniture which has arrived with a musty smell, cigarette smoke, or even mildew. And the odor, no matter what you've done, cleaning, bleaching, baking soda, that odor remains. Your next step is to try using shellac. Shellac, because it is a resin, and with enough layers, you basically coat a resin over the wood, and that will lock in the odors. If you're refinishing a piece for a sunlit room or which will stand in a sunny location, you also want to consider using a coat of shellac underneath your top coat. Shellac is a natural UV resistant product, which means putting that layer of shellac on will protect your wood from the damages that sun causes over time. So that we're talking the discoloration which can occur. By using shellac, you do not need to go and procure a top coat which contains a UV protector within it. Two of the ways I also use shellac, which are perhaps a little lesser well known, is firstly as a pre-stain conditioner. Rather than purchasing a special pre-stain conditioner, I will use thinned shellac and apply it to the wood surface, which is known to be splotchy when applying a wood stain. What the shellac will do is will block some of the pores of the wood, and then with a quick light sanding over top, you can then go on to apply your stain without the splotchiness which would normally occur. And another way to use your shellac is as a toner. So shellac comes in multiple different colors. You can purchase, for instance, a dark brown to the very clear color. And you can then go on to actually dye the shellac further with wood dyes. Therefore, you can use it as a layer in between when you're doing touch-ups, for instance, to provide that wood tone color that you're looking to repair and to match. The added benefit of shellac is that it's a natural wood grain enhancer. Depending on what colors of shellac you're using, for instance, a brown on a walnut, you can actually enrich the dark colors of the walnut, or you could use a clear on an oak just to give a warm a depth to the actual wood itself. This depth of color is not something you can traditionally achieve with, for instance, a water-based top coat. You would need a layer of shellac under that top coat to create that warmth and glow, which is more commonly associated with oil-based wood finishes. One of its greatest features is its quick drying time. Traditionally, other products will take hours of drying time before you can move on to the next step, but shellac itself is touch dry within minutes, and you can coat over it shortly thereafter, which means you can really do multiple coats of shellac within a single afternoon. And the final reason to consider shellac, as mentioned, it is a natural product, which means it's eco-friendly and it's non-toxic. As soon as shellac is dried, fully dried, it actually becomes a food-safe product, which means it's commonly used in kitchen woodware. It is also used on children's toys. So this is a product that you know when it goes into a client's home with children or with pets, that it's a safe product for that home. So there you have it. De-waxed wood shellac is a multitasker for your furniture refinishing business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or someone who's just starting out, you can simplify your workflow, you can save money and time by introducing shellac into your business. Furthermore, it will give you professional looking results with one simple product. So if you're interested in giving shellac a try, please visit boldwallflowers.com or check out my other videos. I have a shellac recipe available, and on the website I do have more information on the different colors of shellac, as well as the different ways to apply shellac and how to apply shellac. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and also hit the notification button so that you don't miss another video in the future. And let me know in the comments if you've used shellac already or if you're planning on using shellac, and share your projects with me. I'm really curious what you'll do with it. So thank you for watching and happy refinishing. And please remember, with the right tools and a little bit of creativity, there's no limit to what you can create.